Hungary passes constitutional amendment to ban LGBTQ plus public events seen as major blow to rights. Yeah, to me, this comes across as desperate, I think. Viktor Orban's popularity has been cratering recently. It seems like a desperate effort to, like, crack down and consolidate. I mean, the same thing happened with, like, Yanukovych, right? In Ukraine, you know? People, dissent grows and grows and grows, and then he's like, well, here are the, what were they called? The Black Monday laws or something? Cornered animal lashing out. Yeah. Amendment to the Constitution. 140 votes for and 21 against. Jesus. We'll see how things go in the next elections. I mean, Poland has gay-free zones. I mean, there's no reason to compare the bad bitches. Does Hungary have fair elections? Nah, not really. He said as elections approach in 2026 and Orban's party lags behind at the polls, or behind a popular new challenger from the opposition, they will do everything in their power to stay in power. Yeah. Desperation. You think America will do the same, or is it too risky? I don't think that the Trump administration would be interested in something as overt as an explicit, like, ban on being gay in public, at least not at a federal level. The main reason for that being, it would be, like, that's the kind of thing it would make more sense to leave to the states. And there are states effectively doing that. I think that on a national level, the line they're going for here is like immigration and domestic security. Like, that's the national pretext, and the state pretext is free to be a little bit more like anti-queer, you know? But who knows? Who knows how things could develop? Trying to find recent polling figures for Viktor Orban, but I'm having difficulty. According to the latest survey by Median, considered the most credible polling institute in Hungary, the center-right TISA party is favored by 47% of those who would vote in the upcoming election, with Fidesz trailing at 36%. The 11-point difference exceeds the margin of error. All right. They're coming up. When's this article from? December 2024. And that's a rising trend. This is the newest reliable poll. And it's in Hungarian. How exotic. TISA has hundreds of thousands more voters than Fidesz. Peter Magyar's advantage is 6 percentage points among the total population. Holy shit. So in between now and December 2024, they've gone from being like 11 points behind to being ahead by 6. Peter Magyar's advantage is 6 percentage points among the total population and 14 percentage points among party voters who have already declared their participation. Huh. This is a right-wing party, if I'm correct. Peter Magyar's? Well, he's a dissenter to Orban. He's not as bad as Orban. I don't necessarily think he's a great guy. 34% versus 28%. Yeah. Well, that's good. What's the point if there are no fair elections? I don't want to catch you asking a dumb question like that again. Even the most ruthless of dictators are concerned with public opinion. Remember, the power of the people on top is always, 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 always built on the compliance of people below them. Worker, soldier, it doesn't matter. Public opinion is always of importance. Otherwise, why bother with propaganda, right? Ban it on anyway. I know Mar is a piece of shit faux centrist reactionary, but, like, isn't Stephen Miller, or sorry, not Stephen Miller, Steve Bannon a little far over on that? Is Bannon still influential? Oh, for sure, yeah. He's not as influential now as he was during Trump's first term, but he is undeniably one of the more intelligent and effective advocates for turning this into the Fourth Reich. Yeah.
Here it is, the Constitution. Can I read a passage to you? More than twice.
I'll get you to sign it backstage and underline term, and President Trump is going to be elected again on the afternoon of January 20th.
Hassan watched Bill Maher and didn't get in trouble, I'm pretty sure. Hassan streams on Twitch. I stream on YouTube. Twitch has DMCA strikes. YouTube has the Content ID registry.
Of 2029, he's going to be president of the United States.
Okay, but the thing I just read in there, it seemed like there was no wriggle room there. It seemed like it was do something about.
In federal courts, right now in federal courts, there's 120 lawsuits on what President Trump's doing for his Article 2 rights on the unified executive theory. But he's chief executive. He's interpretation of this. The interpretation of this is open for interpretation.
How could it be open? Could I have it back?
I like how Steve Bannon's argument here isn't even like, this is why Trump should be able to run for a third term. It's, here's how he's going to do it. Like, Steve Bannon's language isn't really that different to the way somebody like I would talk about it. I would say, like, yeah, under unitary executive theory, he completely, like, ignores the courts. He would argue that there's an element of interpretation to this, and then he would just do it again. Like, Bannon's not even making the prescriptive case. He's just descriptively saying, like, yeah, that's how it is.